Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, during the time, I'm happy to be here, during the time we talk here, more than 600,000 websites started new only today. 50 billion devices will be connected around the world until the next 10 years with small things. I hope you can see that. It's like a nail. With these small things, today you talk about mobile devices, but this is in everything. These things are in the rollout in every shop. So everything will be connected. And if we talk about connection, I think we are in the age of relevance. What does that mean? In a time where everything is possible technology-wise, everybody can develop whatever is needed. So there's no excuse to do the right things anymore, because if everything is connected, you know everything around that. So during the same time you heard about these numbers, during the same time, more than half of all apps, we talked about apps earlier, are not used. So we have a lot of content which is not used. So how to manage relevance? This is a question which drives me since years. And therefore, what we did since years, how to manage this future, how to be relevant and how to stay relevant if every day change things. If you do a new music service today, you have 500 only today in Germany, which start again. So how to be successful, and what we did 10 years ago. 10 years ago, you can see here a small paper. 10 years ago, we developed a methodology, so you have 5 chances to be successful, and it works always. I show you the examples later as well. So the first thing is, if you want to be successful, the first chance we have is to talk about trends, which is easy, it sounds easy, but to have this total transparency, which is possible now, it's not about knowing only your personal topics. You need to develop the next product to find a solution. You need to know all of them. Because we live in a connected world, which means disruption is key. I will give you an example. 7 years ago, my mother heard nothing, definitely nothing, and it's not funny to hear nothing. So the doctors didn't find a solution, but then the developers in the technology area, they developed something which is an implant which she has now. And now, after 7 years, she can hear again, which is an unbelievable emotional setting, but it shows how things work together, health and technology. So to be successful, you need to know what's going on around the world. And what we did is we have this network of 380 people around the world. They are from universities, they are from all markets, customers, persons we like in our network, and we did together continuous change every day. So we know what's going on around the world in these areas, macroeconomic, technology, and market. And why is this important? I will give you another example. We heard about all these things which happened in the years actually. So if we talk about technology, how to manage energy, for example, with smart cities. So if you bring these areas together, we are able to find a solution because the knowledge is there for a lot of problems which are able to solve. The second area we have here is the area of 8 drivers. With these 380 people, we develop the 8 drivers which are relevant in the next 10 years. So what is what you will feel in 10 years, or what you can expect what happened in 10 years? So definitely we live in an area which is always, this relevance is important, which means for the earth, but it's also about personalization. Everybody will become a target group, because if everything is connected, you can customize your things like you want it, and this is the first thing. The second is, we talk about extreme information. We have more than, the human knowledge doubles more than every 73 days, which means it's an explosion of information because of this connection. And if you do that, and if you have this information, how to handle that, how to create simplicity. And I think this feeling of being calm, having what you want, is a good feeling, what we need to find. So app stores, where you have 10,000 apps now every day, are dead then, because you have not the possibility to go through 10,000 things. You want to have the feeling it's what I need. So in this contextual development, which is context and emotion, another one, means you have what you need in the moment you want it, which is not navigation at home, for example, or things like that. It fits together because of the possibilities we have then. I don't want to go through all these drivers. They are there, but what we did with this logic is we match these to, we call it Lieschen Müller or John Doe, which means, what does that mean in the context of each person? We will have always a home. How does it change? It's a little bit easy in my point of view. So the what will not change, the how will change. So sometimes we make it a little bit complicated if we develop things, because I will have always a home. How can I make it better, easier? Do I need 70 remote controls or whatever? No, I don't. Do I want to have change now in a world where a lot of things happen I don't like? Yes. And the good thing is, with this combination, it works. You can transfer that to each big company, big enterprises, and you can use that for your personal developments and to create something, because you have the information to bring these pieces together. The fifth chance we have, and this is for me sometimes the most important one, it's the emotion to do the things, because this will make the difference. Sometimes, especially in big companies, you have these managers and management talks, the emotion drives you further. If in a world where everything is open and you have the connection to everything, what makes the difference then? Who drives us better than the other ones? And the emotion and the ambition to achieve something, that's something which brings all the pieces together. So we know a lot of products or projects which failed. Others are successful. So what we did with this logic in the last 10 years is we make them better and better and better. And it's not only about talking, it's about making it concrete. A lot of people talk about future, visions, and ideas. But to make it concrete, you can do that every day, and I do that every day since 30 years, and I'm happy to make that. I just want to give you some examples. How does that work? This is just some examples, what we are doing actually. We collect all the numbers around the world. These are only some of them. Millions of data to know exactly what's going on. And if you see only 2 of them, terabytes internet traffic per month, what's going on, and search queries. Actually, 40% of all computer usage is about search. This is not good, because it takes your time. So therefore, the question is how to handle, only from these 2 numbers, I can give you 5 new possibilities how to change that. How to manage content tomorrow, how to make it easy, what is the architecture behind that. But it's also something, the big visions are wonderful, also innovation is wonderful. You can make that very concrete exactly tomorrow, and therefore I show you just a really concrete picture. Just one simple thing, and I go really in every detail because you can do that every day. Cleaning is one of the most important things if we talk about relevance as well. Why we should do things which makes no sense. That's not needed in every detail, so I have here a small detail. Another example, what we did is, and what you can see here, it's about modularization. In a fully connected world, we have roundabout customers' behavior, we need in this world roundabout 60,000 different pieces, what you have, assets, to find yourself again. I will give you an example. Ask yourself how much logins you have every day. Why we need that? We don't need that. And therefore, to make this conception now available, that's something what we need to care. What is modularization in a digital world? How to create unforgettable in a digital world where everything changes every day. And if you see 10 years back, or 20 years back, you wrote fax, today you wrote email, tomorrow you make something else. So how to manage that and where we can create something which is always there. And therefore we developed a lot of these assets to have that behind us, not to think again about that. So another example, what we have here, and I really love to show you these small details because change is not something only about 30 pages of paper. It's about doing. So this is an example. This is my handbag. Yeah? And I don't like the situation to go in a shop and to search something, and the people behind me ask what she's doing then. And therefore, we developed this small ring, which is included a payment functionality, and with this small ring, I only can stand there and can pay. So context means we have millions of possibilities during the whole day to develop things which brings a solution and which creates relevance. Not only the big things, also the small things like these. My beloved one is another one what we achieved as well. In Germany, we have a special topic, which is we have a lot of elderly people. And in 2023, half of Germans are elderly than 50, so me as well. So therefore, it is important to give them answers they have as well. And sometimes what I don't like if we talk about future and technology is it's not the newest gadget. It's about solving a problem. And what we did, we developed together just a phone for at home, just to make a call. And after 4 months, we had this phone. 26 countries buys now the licenses for that. So it's the most successful phone we have. After 4 months, we have more sold than with all other devices in 2013. And what is important for me as well, I don't want to talk about the product. I only want to address here the logic. There is a problem, so we solve it. We have now all possibilities with this connected world, which is there. So that's what we can do here. And the last example, what I want to show you here, is my beloved one. We talk a lot about this climate change, and a lot of programs are needed to drive it further. But also, day by day, we talk about smart city development in the technology side. But what I love to show you here is the example, what we did. I don't know if you know that, I think some of you will, that more than 84% of household waste can be recycled. So we have a problem with the waste, so we can use that for the products we use. And we did that. This is electronic waste. We use it for the production of a set-top box to watch TV. And only with this one piece, we saved per year 168 tons, what you can see there. Is this amazing? I love that. So therefore, I think if we do things like that, the logic works always. It's all about knowing everything where the chances are there, if you see that positive. Then you have the customer experience drivers to make that further. And if you use that and reflect that to the needs we have and bring that together, in this connected world we have the possibility to solve that. And therefore, allow me to address that. Here we live not only in the age of relevance, we all can invent our tomorrow together every day. So thank you very much for your time.